Taking all those points together, this conclusion drawn from the research is incorrect. Welcome to the Media versus Science series, where we review whether news articles, social media posts, or blogs accurately report and conclude the findings of a scientific research paper. In this video, we are going to review a blog that's published and updated on February 21, 2024 on the Healthy website. The title states, New Research, Eating This Fruit May Help You Sleep Better. This blog was written based on this scientific research paper published in the Nutrients Journal by a group of researchers from Penn State University. When you are reading the blog, you may find that the author provided a convincing case from the research finding that berries may improve your sleep. The author concluded the blog by stating, Still, if you find it challenging to achieve the recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night, incorporating a daily half cup of berries, even in the form of frozen berries, could serve as a healthy starting point. Let's find out whether or not this is an accurate conclusion of the main research. Understanding this is significant because even if consuming a particular food such as berries in this case is not harmful, if you are consuming it with specific expectations that you learned from social media, you are investing your time, energy, and money in pursuit of potential benefits that may not happen. First, although the blog mentioned some limitations of the study, but the most important limitation of the main study is the cross-sectional design of the study that the blog failed to acknowledge. For those of you who are not familiar with cross-sectional study design, it's a study when all information is collected from study participant in one time point rather than following individual for a specific amount of time to collect information. The problem with cross-sectional studies is that it can never claim two main points. First, it can never tell you that A causes B. Second, it can never tell you about the direction of the relationship between two things. For example, we cannot state that berries improve sleep or berries may improve sleep, because in the first scenario, it assumes that there is a causal relationship, and in the second scenario, it's not necessarily causal, but it assigns direction from berries to improvement in sleep. Going back to the blog, the title in the concluding statement of the blog clearly assigns a direction that if consuming berries happen first, then improvement in sleep may happen afterward. Cross-sectional studies can only tell us that there is a relationship. Therefore, the correct conclusion is that berries consumption is associated or linked with better sleep. But since it cannot tell us the direction of this relationship, we don't know whether berry consumption improves sleep or those who are sleeping better can make healthier choices that lead to more consumption of berries in their diet. As you can see here, this was also stated in the research paper that the blog failed to report. Second, the blog concluded that incorporating a daily half cup of berries could serve as a first step to achieve your recommended hours of sleep each night. If you read the main paper, the researchers from Penn State University never claimed this, and in fact, the researchers clearly mentioned in their paper that the exact quantity of berries that may benefit sleep need further study in a future clinical trial. Even the blog itself mentioned that. Additionally, the study did not determine an optimal berry intake for better sleep, but still the blog stated consuming a daily half cup of berries could serve as a first step to achieve your recommended hours of sleep each night. So the concluding remark of the blog recommending half cup of berries to achieve your recommended sleep intake is also not in line with what the researchers reported. Next point. The data collected to explore the relationship between berries and sleep only included sleep data for weekdays, but not for weekends. It's clear that there are differences in the sleeping patterns between weekdays and weekends, Therefore, the result might be different if the authors had access to the weekend sleep data as well. Before stating the last point, subscribe if you would like to stay updated on misinformation about nutrition, health, and lifestyle and the correct interpretation of scientific research findings. Finally, while exploring the relationship between two phenomena, there always exists other factors that influence that relationship. Therefore, in this case, while exploring the relationship between berries and sleeps, the researchers controlled for demographic, lifestyle, and dietary factors that could change the magnitude and significance of the relationship. After accounting for these variables, there still exists an association between berries consumption and better sleep. However, since the study is cross-sectional, we cannot exclude other factors such as environmental, genetic, or work-related factors that might also impact this relationship and were not controlled for in the study. In conclusion, taking all those points together, first, it's important to understand that although berries are healthy and you have to include it in your diet, it may or may not improve your sleep, but we cannot make that distinction based on this study. Therefore, the conclusion made in the block is not an accurate conclusion of the main research findings, so make sure to consume berries but not with the aim of improving your sleep based on this block.